Right, massive breaking news. We've been waiting for this for about 5 weeks, and I can tell you that Harry Maguire has now signed for Manchester United. What is a world record fee for a defender? We understand the fee is £80 million, all right, but that has now been confirmed. We've been waiting for this. He's been our top story so many times on Good Morning Transfers, on Transfer Talk as well. We're just waiting to get a few quotes and such like from manager and player. Leicester said from the start, we want X amount of money, and eventually they have got what they wanted for that player, OK? Let's just open this up with the transfer team because, Alice, it has been talked about so much. It's finally gone through at the price that Leicester wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
Why has it taken so long?
Well, yeah, it's got, what, 4 days left to go now, so it felt like if it wasn't going to happen now, the price tag couldn't go up really any higher, and it's as we get closer to the deadline that the price tag does, doesn't it? So Leicester, I think, have been really savvy with this. They've never at any point felt they've wanted to hold on to Maguire. They have wanted to hold on to him, but for that price, how can they say no? They've still got an amazing squad with the likes of Ben Chilwell, James Maddison. Leicester have got their own reasons for what they want to achieve next season. But Harry Maguire, wow, world record fee for a defender, massive opportunity for him. Manchester United. Pep Guardiola recently said that City couldn't afford him, but he congratulated Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United for forgetting their catch, and what a move for him. And people have been questioning, will the price tag be an obstacle? Will he be able to live up to it? I think he's shown at the World Cup that he loves the pressure, and he is more than ready for it.
Yeah, we've got some quotes here as well. First of all, I'll just tell you what Leicester have said. Then we've got some quotes from Harry Maguire that we were just waiting for. Leicester have said, Leicester would like to thank Harry for his contribution to a period of continued growth for the club and to place on record its appreciation for Harry's professionalism and commitment to Leicester City and his teammates. During recent negotiations with Manchester United, he departs with the best wishes of everyone at Leicester City, which is something we've been saying all along, that he's been getting his head down and working hard regardless. And here are some quotes from Harry Maguire. I'm delighted to have signed for this great club. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time at Leicester, and I would like to thank everyone at the club and the fans for their fantastic support over the past 2 seasons. Remember, he signed from Hull, didn't he, for £17 million. However, when Manchester United come knocking on your door, it's an incredible opportunity. From my conversations with the manager, I'm excited about the vision and the plans for the team that he has for the team. It's clear to see that Ollie is building a team to win trophies. I'm now looking forward to meeting my new teammates and getting the season started. And as we speak, this is happening all the time, because I've just been handed some quotes from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, who's his new manager. He says, Harry is one of the best centre-backs in the game today. I'm delighted we have secured his signature. He is a great reader of the game and has a strong presence on the pitch with the ability to remain calm under pressure, coupled with his composure on the ball and a huge presence in both boxes. I can see that he will fit well into this group both on and off the pitch. He has a great personality and is a fantastic addition to the club. I would like to welcome Harry to Manchester United, and we are all looking forward to working with him as we prepare for next season. Right, I'm told we can go straight to Carrington now for more reaction to this, because James Cooper is there. James, this has finally gone through.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to Carrington, where, of course, Harry Maguire will be here tomorrow morning, officially as a Manchester United player and as officially as the world's most expensive defender. I think what you've just seen from those quotes, both from Harry Maguire and also from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is just how much work's gone into this deal, and also how important Harry Maguire was in terms of Manchester United's transfer philosophy under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He was the first name on the list that was handed to Ed Woodward by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in preparation for this season, and I think he'll give them the foundation for which to improve their defence. And, you know, I've got to say, a lot of optimism around Manchester United, that the season perhaps in many ways they might have been dreading, they're now excited about, on the back of a very strong pre-season with some young players coming through, and then, you know, the world's most expensive defender comes to the door with just days before the start and that game against Chelsea on Sunday. So I think a lot of optimism, but I think more than anything, forget the fee and the fact that Manchester United probably paid above the odds. This is backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be the future and to be the difference here at Manchester United going forward.
James, thank you. So this has gone through now, Anton, and that was a really good point that James just made there. He said, forget the fee, they are backing their manager.
Yeah, we saw in their quite lengthy pursuit of Harry Maguire how, you know, there was frustrations, I think, privately from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that he was the guy that they wanted and they hadn't got him through the door. And yet we knew the fee, how much it was going to cost. We knew, everybody knew what it was going to take to get Harry Maguire in, and yet, this deal's completed, the week before the first Premier League game of the season. But look, it's interesting to sort of go. I know these are obviously carefully selected quotes that you read in the press releases, but it's interesting to see Harry Maguire admit when Manchester United come knocking on your door, this is a great opportunity. You know, I felt I had to go. And we were talking earlier in Good Morning Transfers about the next stage of Harry Maguire's development, and Alice mentioned before, every time he's been asked to step up, he has. You know, James said, well, United want to ignore the fee, but they may have paid over the odds. But you can't ignore the fee. He comes in with a lot of pressure. He comes in not just as a Manchester United defender, he comes in as the defender that Manchester United are looking to be their leader, their talisman from day one. And this is a player that's never played Champions League football. This is a player that's got to step up instantly. And that's a lot of pressure on him. And like I said, he has stepped up every time he's been asked to do that. But this is huge. It's a huge move for Harry Maguire.
I think you have to kind of look at his mentor as well. I agree with everything you've just said, but you have to kind of look at his message that he sent out over this window. I mean, honouring those Man United legends, those Ferdinand, those Vidic that we spoke about earlier in the window. I think he does feel it. I think he does understand the pressure, but I think at the same time, I think he wants the pressure. When you make those comparisons and say that you want to kind of emulate those players' careers and you look up to those sort of players, publicly coming out and saying those things shows how you kind of see yourself. And he steps up in the World Cup. He was arguably our best player. And I say that proudly, he was arguably our best player. So can he step into those elite competitions? Hopefully we'll see. That's what we can turn around and say at this stage. But I think he is relishing the challenge.
And United fans need this. You know, you're right. Who are we talking about? You know, this time last year, after England's fantastic World Cup, we were talking about Harry Maguire, that everybody got behind him. He was the personification of English pride in that team. That's what Manchester United need after a couple of down seasons, especially after last year, especially considering their defensive problems. Him in front of David De Gea on a new deal, Pogba in front of him, he stays, and Rashford as well. There's a spine to that Manchester United team now that fans will get excited about, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to build going forward, not just this season, but for the next 3 or 4 years.
And character also seems such an important thing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. When they signed Daniel James and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, each time Solskjaer said these are players with the drive, the determination, they know what it means to be a Manchester United player, the future of the club, and you get the sense that you really get that from Harry Maguire as well.
Well, let's have a look at some of these Premier League spending, because with the signing of Harry Maguire, it means that Manchester United become the Premier League's biggest spenders. We know who are second. They're newly promoted Aston Villa. We've talked about them a lot. They've spent a little bit less than Manchester United, but of course they have made 12 signings and we're told they want more. What about Harry Maguire himself? Let's get some stats on him as well, because comparing him to the current Manchester United centre-backs, we've picked 4 of them there. Harry Maguire scored more goals and attempted more dribbles than the other 4 put together. His tackle success rate was lower though, but he did win the most duels with 118. And we've got these stats as well for you. Good passing accuracy. If you're going to be a ball-playing defender, you have to have good passing accuracy, and that is good. He does like to dribble the ball out from the back. We'll see if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer likes that or not. Only 1 error leading to goal. At Manchester United, you'd think he needs to get that down to 0. But duels won 181. We've got some shots just into us as well. Here is Harry Maguire standing there. A bit confusing, his blue shirt, like Leicester. He should be in the red of Manchester United there, but he's now a Manchester United player, £80 million.
That's a proper smile.
Yeah. He is now a Manchester United player. Mark, it's great, isn't it, on shows like ours, when you talk about a deal all the way through and it finally gets done.
Yeah, it's been one of those deals we've been talking about throughout the course of the summer. This is the player that Manchester United craved. This is the man they saw as their leader at the back. This is the future defensively for Manchester United. Like Anton said, they've backed the Manchester United boss. They've given him the money. They've got the deal done. We all knew it was going to happen. It was just a case of as and when. It seemed like Leicester were resigned to losing their key man, but Manchester United have a player who could be arguably the most important defender for the next 5, 6, 7 years. And if he can emulate those people he's mentioned, Rio and Vidic, could he be someone that lifts the Premier League, the Champions League? Could he be a massive, massive player for Manchester United? Could he be seen as a hero in a few years' time?
So much pressure. Wow.
Do you think that one of the centre-backs might have to go, JD, because they have got a few there? I know Bailly is injured.
I believe by his injury, I think they would probably keep everybody as they are right now. They have, I mean, I know you're fixing your face, but at the same time, you're talking about players can be out for 4 to 5 months, and they're going to want to compete on all fronts.
They've got a lot of them. Yeah, like this is what Fossey Mensah. Yeah, Axel Tuanzebe, I know, signed a new contract, but
People forget Marcus Rojo.
Exactly. Harry Maguire signing could be a progress stopper for him. You know, there are players that need to get game time if they're going to develop the younger players. And Marcus Rojo, I think, yeah, let's be honest, I think Manchester United would happily sell if they could get the right offer. But so I think there might be some people leaving in the next couple of days.
You have to look at it, all of those young players, all of those other centre-halves that are in that squad right now, they're going to look at Harry Maguire and say, OK, cool, you're a British record transfer, so you're going to come in and be the main defender. I want to put myself next to you. We've seen Lindelof's progression last year under Solskjaer and how good he was. But all of those other centre-halves will look at this and say, this is my opportunity to shine still. I can still make myself, going forward, the centre-back partnership with Harry Maguire.
But they've still got Jones even, and they've still got Smalling as well, and Lindelof, Antoine Zebe, and Fossey Mensah, and Rojo. You can't keep all those.
Yeah, and still by who's injured at the moment. Right, just a couple of tweets to read out here that have just come in the last few seconds. Tracy Greer, brilliant signing for Manchester United. Can't wait for the season to start. New signings have been great pre-season. Hopefully Pogba will play his part. Bring it on. And she says Manchester United for the title, which is Mark was saying quite similarly as well. And this one here, I can't pronounce the name. Says Maguire signing got me gassed. Can't lie. All right, keep your opinions coming in on Harry Maguire, #transfer talk. A reminder of that news. He's a Manchester United player. He has said that he's delighted to sign for this great club. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time at Leicester, but would like to thank everyone at the club and the fans for their fantastic support over the past 2 seasons. However, when Manchester United come knocking on your door, it's an incredible opportunity.